In this video, I want to talk about the tragic triple stabbing that happened at Uxbridge yesterday, and go over the information that we've been told, and then at the end of the video ask a question. So what we know is that a 22-year-old Afghan man, and we know his name by now, is Safi Dawood, first was seen attacking a 45-year-old man and his 14-year-old boy. And apparently he was actually staying with them, and the neighbours saw what was happening, and a few of them came out, some with baseball bats, and tried to save the father and the 14-year-old's boy. And at the same time, a 49-year-old man, Wayne Broadhurst, who happened to be a bin man working for Ealing Council, was walking his dog coming out of the alleyway, and he just didn't know what he was walking into. And he was sadly attacked by the same Safi Dawood, stabbed viciously several times, to the extent that the paramedics couldn't save his life either, and sadly he was killed. Apparently this Safi Dawood came to UK in 2020, and he was given asylum to remain here in 2022. Now the police are not treating it as a terrorist case, and I think they're probably right, because I wouldn't be surprised if this Safi Dawood, if this Afghan man was staying with his 45-year-old man in his house, it was probably some sort of personal dispute. But obviously this man is unstable to suddenly lash out at people for no reason, for just walking their dog coming out of the alleyway, and he should have never been granted asylum and given leave to remain in this country. But you know my views about illegal immigration, about the unvetted, uncontrolled migration. You know that I am for taking back control of the borders. So I don't want to talk in this video about that and just repeat what I've said before. But the question that I want to ask is that here we are, a 49-year-old innocent man walking his dog for no reason at all, has been senselessly murdered, viciously murdered, and yet there's no condemnation from any of the left-wing accounts that I've been following on social media. Nothing from Gary Lineker about it, no condemnation from Gary Neville, nothing from Owen Jones, from John Sopel, or even some of the most of the politicians and MPs, no condemnation. Now, why is that? I mean, regardless of what you think about immigration, whether you're for it or against it, whether you say refugees are welcome, or whether you think that there should be proper vetting of people that come to this country, a 49-year-old working class man has been murdered for no reason, and yet there's no condemnation from the left. Why are they so against the working class? Why have they abandoned the working class? It seems like they actually hate the working class. Now, my guess is that if it was a bin man working for Ealing Council, he would be a member of the Unite trade union, or maybe GMB, or some trade union. But even his trade union haven't said anything, haven't condemned what happens. I mean, wasn't the left for the working class? I've seen so many people, lifetime voters for the Labour Party, who've now left the Labour Party, and they either joined Reform Party or they're voting for reform. And it must be for a good reason, because I just don't think that the left supports or represents the working classes anymore. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, as usual. Even if you disagree with me, I would welcome reading them. And on another note, some good news. The Ethiopian sex offender, Hadush Kibatu, has now finally been deported after he was mistakenly released from prison. He was given apparently £500, and he agreed to be deported back to Ethiopia, which goes to show one thing, and that is that if there is a will and there's no objection by people with vested interest in protecting these people, like certain lawyers or certain NGOs, it can be done. Convicted criminals that have come here illegally can be deported. So There's some good news and some food for thought that we can now say, well, why the other convicted illegals are not deported? Because obviously it can be done. It goes to show that it can be done. So let me know your thoughts on that as well. Thanks for watching.